Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video we will take a look at the latest update from Samsung, and that is for the Galaxy Z Fold 6 as well as the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Out of all the devices that I own of Samsung, these are the first two devices to receive the November 1st security patch. Now for the Galaxy Z Fold 6, it ends with CYK2. For the Fold 7, it ends with AYK9. The size for the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is 446 megabytes, while the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is 541. Now, in my last video from a day or two ago, I mentioned that the size usually averages around 300, 400 megabytes. This one would be a little bit larger, and that is correct just because there is a few new features that was added into these devices. One of them was also a part of the Now brief. Now, in today's video, we will just get this thing downloaded and also installed, and then we'll take a look at a few applications and services to see what has changed. We'll also take a look at the Google Play system update. Now, both of these devices right here, the Fold 6 and the Fold 7, with the October patch, they were running the Google Play system update of September 1st, which is the latest one that I have seen so far. And for some reason, my Galaxy S25 series, the Galaxy S25 Ultra, that one is still on July 1st, which is pretty old when it comes down to these devices these days. But at this point in the video, I like to state, if you're brand new here at the channel, Jimmy is Promo, you appreciate these tips, tricks, tutorials, and the latest information, especially updates for your Samsung Galaxy devices, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications to get notified for all future videos. So as these ones are finishing their updates, let's take a look at the Samsung mobile security page. And this one right here is for the month of November from Samsung. Again, this is everything on the back end. This is everything from the firmware side of things and then also the other updates. Now, when we take a look at the firmware side, and I'll show you something down here, which is why it's so important and why it's slightly larger than normal. First off, from the Google side of things, there are 2 patches that were critical, and then there were 23 of them that were high. Now, as you scroll down, you notice 2 of those is not applicable to Samsung devices, so that goes towards the other Androids. But this is where it gets important for this month. So Samsung semiconductor patch is also included in this security maintenance update. Okay, but normally, for the high, there's either 0, 1, or 2. For this update, there are 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that are important and high with the semiconductor patch. Again, normally there's either 1 of them, 2 of them, and sometimes nothing. You can tap here if you want to read a little bit more about the update and a little bit more details. As we scroll down, there is 9 of them for Samsung vulnerabilities and exposures. So there's one for fingerprint. You have another one for the USB connection mode. Then you have a couple other ones. I don't really know what those mean, but this is everything that's happening on the back end. So something important with the USB connection, the fingerprint, and then there are 5 patches a part of the Samsung semiconductor. And then for some of the other updates, what you'll see is something for the privileges for Samsung account, another one for validation for Samsung email if you do use Samsung email, another one for Samsung Smart Switch, here's another one for Samsung members. So that is some of the stuff that's happening on the back end that is really hard to find on the front end. Now the update is done and complete, one place I like to take a look at is inside of the Samsung Galaxy Store, because sometimes after updates there are applications that will show up after that update. Now, before we did this, I updated everything. This one is my Fold 6. I don't use it every single day, so it actually had a lot of updates that I did, and it shows that there's nothing sitting there. While this one, I left it where there's only 1, and it was Netflix, and now it actually shows 2. So after this update, these 2 popped up, which was Samsung Checkout and Customization Service. So make sure you go through this, and then you update all of those. Now, the other area that I want to take a look at is the Google Play System update. Let's see if there's anything newer than September 1st. So we went into the software information inside of the About phone, and we're just going to take a look to see if there's anything. And it looks like still September 1st is the latest that we have on our Samsung Galaxy devices. Which again, I think is crazy that my Galaxy S25 Ultra is still sitting on July 1st. Now for some of the applications that we took a look at before the update, this one was Samsung Galaxy Home, and so this is where you can go inside of your home screen, and we'll take a look at the versions. For the Fold 6 before the update was 17.0.061, so looks like the same version there. For the Fold 7, this one's sitting at 17.0.0.517, so same version there for Samsung One UI Home. Now we'll take a look at the camera. And again, you can do this with every one of your updates as well if you just are curious on what is being updated, but I just do it for you. When it comes down to the camera, the update or the version before the update was 16.0.0.138, so that's the same version there. And then for the Fold 7 was 16.0.0.213, so same version there, so I don't see any newer versions of the camera. Then we'll take a look inside of our Samsung gallery. Now looking at the gallery, I can see automatically already none of these were updated because this was the only one I noticed that had the same version of gallery on the Fold 6 and the Fold 7. So you don't have a newer version of the gallery. And then let's take a look at the lock screen version. So this could be dealing with a lot of things with always on display, with your lock screen, with fingerprint, a whole bunch of stuff. So let's take a look at this version here. Now before the update, this one's sitting at 891545. That's still sitting at the exact same number. This one was 890514. Same version. So for the four that we took a look at, there was no newer versions for those. But when it does come down to a newer version of something or a new feature, if you go inside of your Now Brief, there is a brand new thing that was added in there. You go inside of your settings and you go to Content to Include. I'm still trying to learn what this is, but it's called Nano Banana Image Creation. So this is the newest feature that is a part of the latest update for November that was thrown in there. So again, curious on what this is, and whenever it does start popping up, I'll be able to take a look at it. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, or you have learned something new, please consider subscribing. It is free to do. You're also able to like this video, leave a comment, and share this video. It really helps push this video into a better algorithm, so this way it's able to help more people and they can benefit from it as well, and it helps support my channel. And then the other thing that I read about the month of November was something where if you add in something into your schedule and you throw it in, as an event, somewhere through here, you can also throw in a reminder. So not only, can you create a reminder for something, but if you have an event, you create it, you put it in your calendar, then you should be able to have a reminder option. I just don't see it just yet. And they also mentioned something about an updated version or UI or Outlook of Reminder, and also an update for the try these out where it would give you additional options. So I still don't see a lot of that just yet. So even though we were able to see one of those changes, which is a part of the Now Brief with something with like a profile pic, when it comes onto the calendar and reminder, at least you have the latest versions of those, but those features should be popping up very soon. So that's everything I was able to discover in this update, which was pushed out on November 20th for the Fold 6 and the Fold 7. When it comes down to a lot of the applications, the Samsung applications and services, there is no newer versions, but there are new features for Now Brief with that profile pic, with the calendar, as well as reminder. I just don't see it yet. But as long as you have the latest versions, then those should be popping through soon. We took a look at the mobile security page of everything that was updated on the back end and all of the bug fixes and vulnerability fixes. But that's about it for today's video. Now I'm just waiting for the update for the Galaxy S25 series and S24 series. But hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.